Days of Our Lives spoilers: Sophia's gestation rocks Tate. Surprise baby derails Holly's romance. Preview week of December 16: Doug and Leo's criminal partnership. Pregnant Sophia blows up Tate's world. Days of Our Lives: Sanders' sabotage and Kristen's question for Stefano. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Tate Black is feeling good about where effects are headed with Holly Jonas, but his once miscalculations may come back to hang him. Although Tate hates how he treated Sophia Choi, he's glad to be back together with Holly. It was a long and winding path to get then, but Tate and Holly are eventually free to love each other out in the open. Of course, cleaner couples no way stay happy for long, so Days of Our Lives observers can anticipate another round of drama soon enough. During the week of December 16 to 20, Days spoilers say Tate will admit some life-altering news. After Tate gets updates on this stunner that could change everything, he'll extend his support to Sophia. Days spoilers indicate that Tate will covenant to be there for Sophia and do whatever he can to help her. That obviously makes it sound like Sophia will tell Tate she's pregnant and that he'll pledge to step up as the baby's father. Although Tate and Sophia used a condom, it sounds like Sophia will claim it was defective and that she's got a bun in the roaster. Naturally, we should point out that Sophia has a track record as a little schemer. Days suckers can't fully trust Sophia's gestation claims since it's easy to imagine her lying with ulterior motives. Still, faking a gestation for a while would be a good way to do that if Sophia wants to blow up Tate and Holly's happiness for vengeance. Still, she might indeed come up with an elaborate plot to pull in closer with a mock baby. If Sophia decides she just can't live without Tate, Sophia might plan to fake a confinement ultimately and latch onto Tate, indeed harder as she grieves. Anyhow, Sophia has been known to scheme ahead, so we clearly wouldn't be surprised if she did it again. That said, it's also possible Sophia will be telling the verity and that she's authentically carrying Tate's baby. Bedroom accidents be, especially on detergents, so perhaps Sophia will actually be pregnant. That doesn't inescapably mean the baby will survive since Tate and Sophia aren't the wind-up couple to root for. This may just be some angst for Holly and Tate's love story, so stick with us for further prognostications on all the trouble that's brewing. No matter how all this plays out, Days of Our Lives spoilers say Tate and Holly will have to deal with some major bumps in the road. Days of Our Lives preview week of December 16: Doug and Leo's criminal partnership. Pregnant Sophia blows up Tate's world. Days of Our Lives spoilers exercise videotape for the week of December 16 to 20 reveals that Javi Hernandez will play matchmaker once he picks up on Gabby Hernandez's renewed passions for JJ Devereaux. Gabby will act like she's not interested in a reunion, but Javi will check out JJ's picture and gush over how hot he is. Javi won't see what the problem is then, but Gabby will deny having the hots for her partner and will want to drop all this. Still, Javi will keep pushing and maybe get Gabby to admit she's dealing with some romantic motions again. Of course, Philip Kyriakis will feel analogous romantic motions as he continues to spend time with Stephanie Johnson. These two used to be engaged, so it's no surprise that Stephanie and Philip are reconnecting. Duel's daily exercise videotape shows Philip leaning in and participating a kiss with Stephanie, so effects are about to take a sizzling turn. You can go that Alex Kyriakis won't be happy about that. Other Days spoilers say Philip will face off with Sander Kyriakis ahead of their Titan battle. As Sander and Philip prepare to go before a judge, Philip will do his stylish to push his rival's buttons. May Victor's favorite son Palm, Philip says in the show's daily promo. Over with Doug Williams' IUI, he'll end up on Leo Stark's doorstep. Since Leo has dabbled in fencing jewelry, Doug will ask if he can bend the stolen choker for him or not. Leo will feel intrigued over the proposition, so Doug may drag him into a felonious cooperation that isn't going to end well for either one of them. Over with Jennifer Horton Devereaux, she'll settle on a possible malefactor in this choker theft case. Perhaps Doug is the one who stole Graham's choker, Jennifer says to Julie Williams in Days' daily exercise clip. Julie will most probably defend Doug IUI since she's formerly grown relatively fond of Doug Williams' grandson, but Jennifer will push her to see that they really can't trust him. Next, Days of Our Lives spoilers say Sophia Choi will shock Tate Black with the news that she's pregnant. Tate will reply with unbelief at first and wonder if Sophia is sure about that. Although Tate will no doubt point out that they used a condom, Sophia may contend it was imperfect and argue that she's certain about her bun in the roaster. Will Sophia be telling the Verity or using this as another vengeance plot against Tate and Holly Jonas? Will this gestation be a sham or the real deal? Either way, our day's prognostications point to Holly being devastated once she gets updates on what Sophia is claiming. Days of Our Lives Sanders' sabotage and Kristen's question for Stefano. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Friday, December 13, reveals that Stephanie Johnson showed up at Philip Kyriakis' hostel room for a meeting and was surprised to find him wearing only a kerchief. Philip apologized since he allowed he'd time to get in a quick drill before Stephanie arrived. Once Philip put some clothes on, Stephanie handed over some word and explained the PR work she'd been doing to help his case. Philip was still upset about his chances in court, but Stephanie played up how important weight Victor Kyriakis' letter would have. Philip eventually decided he should be honest about the letter, but also he chickened out and just acted like it might not be enough. Stephanie allowed the case Philip's attorney would present was the most important thing. Philip gasconaded about having Ned Dickerson for a counsel and claimed he was the stylish. Unfortunately, Ned called moments latterly and quit since he apparently flashed back he worked for Xander Kyriakis at Titan. It was a conflict of interest, so Ned was backing out the night before the trial. Philip fumed and suspected Xander was behind this since it was awfully accessible. At the cantina on Friday's day's occasion, Sean Brady had Justin Kyriakis look over his divorce papers and got his blessing. Justin also asked Sean to give a deposit on Sanders' behalf, but Sean couldn't do that since he was lodging for Philip. After Justin left, Jada Hunter arrived and extended her condolences to Sean over Doug Williams' passing. Sean admitted he was sober now and wanted to make amends, so he apologized for any detriment he did to Jada, Rafe Hernandez, and Talia Hunter during his rough patch. Jada had compassion over the whole thing and asked Sean if he'd be willing to come back to the Salem PD. Sean sounded reluctant at first, but he eventually decided it was time for a new chapter and accepted his old job back. Once Jada was gone on Friday's day's occasion, Sean inked the divorce papers and took off his marriage ring. At the townhouse, Belle Black caught up with Brady Black, so she told him about her divorce and got updates on his forthcoming date with Ava Vitali. Belle brought up Ava's shady history, but Brady defended her a bit. Although Brady knew Kristen DiMera wasn't going to like this, he felt like Ava could hold her own. Brady also mentioned his return to basic black, which Sander allowed since he felt shamefaced for condemning Brady for Sarah Kyriakis' policy. Belle was affrighted as Brady explained how Sander had tried to paralyze him on one occasion and take him out permanently on another. In the city forecourt on Friday's Days of Our Lives show, Ava scolded Kristen for talking Brady out of going to the Nutcracker with Rachel Black still. Ava said Brady asked her to go with him rather, so she guessed she had Kristen to thank for that. Kristen ended up slighting Ava, who slighted her back and advised it'd take further than a love valve to scarify her. Although Kristen mentioned transferring Sarah to the DiMera islet and how she came home batty, Ava wasn't hysterical and prompted Kristen not to mess with her. At the DiMera man's on Friday's day's occasion, Kristen blustered about how she could have Ava thrown in jail or buried with a phone call. After Kristen turned to Stefano DiMera's portrayal, she asked if he'd any ideas on how to get Ava out of her way. At the Kyriakis man's, Sarah set up Sander working out, but he claimed he was preparing for battle and played up the mind-body connection going into the courtroom. Justin returned with bad news since Sean was unwilling to support Sander, but Sander said he still had many tricks up his sleeve. Since Justin allowed it was better if he stayed in the dark, he took off. Sarah claimed on knowing the verity about the reversal Sander caused for Philip. Xander explained that he incentivized Philip's counsel to quit and misdoubted anyone differently would want to take the case the night before the trial. Back at the townhouse, Belle removed her marriage ring set before Philip showed up. Since Philip's other counsel quit right before he was supposed to go to court, he asked Belle if she'd be his new bone. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Belle is going to take the case soon enough, so we'll bring you more prognostications on Philip's fight for control of Titan. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.